Commissioner, Your Excellency, Madam Deputy Governor, my colleagues, members of Parliament, all the education stakeholders present, treat yourself as recognized. Good afternoon. First, let me take this opportunity to thank the conveners of this meeting for having had this meeting here today. It could not have happened at a better time. How I only wish, Your Excellency, Governor, that we make this an annual event. Immediately the results come out, we convene again and do an audit, how have we performed in the past year, so that we can really know where we improved and where we did not. Because as Chinua Achebe says, when you call your kinsmen to a moonlight meeting in the village, it is not because they do not see the moonlight in their own homes. It is because it is important for them to do so. So how I wish, Your Excellency, maybe one of the resolution, and I promise to sit through up to the last bit of this meeting, including the lunch, so that I know what are the resolutions being made in this meeting. Two is to really thank all the stakeholders. We have gotten our results. As I was seated down there, I was asking myself one question: is this our ultimate best? Can Bungoma County, of all the 4 counties, be number 4 out of 4? And we scored everything, 4 out of 4. Is that us? 2, we have looked at the results that they came, the KCSE results. Is it true that we only need to have a smaller head and a very big tail? Those are issues of concern. As I express that concern, I wish to thank all the teachers and all the stakeholders from my own sub-county, because out of the 20 schools that performed very well in KCSE, we hooked 8 positions. But that is not our ultimate best. Those ones who come from Kanduyi constituent, Bungoma South, that is known, that is not our best. So we will be convening up a meeting after this to literally, look at it and really audit ourselves. What do we need to do in terms of moving forward? Because we cannot have a school that has 59 E's. If you do the totals of D minuses and E's, you have 100 out of a population of 120. That is totally unacceptable. What I want to plead with our teachers, we have many issues. You go through difficult problems. But I want us, to also ask ourselves, are we also giving up our ultimate best? Because we have schools, and truth be said, mwalimu anaonekana first term, first week when they're opening, then he becomes an absentee. And I keep on saying, the school is the head and the head is the school. So if your school is not, jiulize vizuri, what is happening? I know as a ministry and county director, when you are mentioning up, we have challenges. The challenge of the resource envelope. You said you are on autopilot, AI, no AI, but your government. We need to put our act together so that we ensure the ministry releases the capitation that is required to run our schools in good time. And I will be urging our members of parliament that once we get back into Nairobi, we literally engage the Education Committee and the Ministry of Education so that capitation is released on time, so that we do not have students on the road every day. We have cases as we sit here, schools opened on Monday, students were sent back home on Tuesday. They are sitting at home. Will we improve our results by that? When you sit and you hear that CDF funds have not been released, no bursaries have been released, but this student is on a bursary, yet you send that student home. Our parents, and I don't know how, of course all of us here are parents, but the truth of the matter is that our parents have abdicated their responsibility. And as teachers and as stakeholders, we must be able to convene meetings in our schools and our respective places to do serious sensitization kwamba huyo mtoto ni huyo mzazi kwanza ndiye akuwe mtoto wa governor ama akuwe mjumbe. Because we are having a problem. Even unalipia mtoto basari, anaenda kwa county government, anapewa kitu, but mzazi hata kununua rim paper or a geometrical set, anasema mimi sina mbele wala nyuma, mheshimiwa saidia. You know, we need to talk to our people because we have an obligation to tell them the truth in terms of getting moving. Equally, and we want the TSC to assist us, and the Department of Quality Assurance. You will go to some schools and you really wonder whether those days when you were in school, we used to have people who come and inspect. You will get to some schools and find those schools are very dirty. You will go to some schools and find serious cases of indiscipline. And when I try to talk to some teachers, at hapo ukikuza mwanafunzi, you are on your own. So let us be very serious in terms of instilling discipline in our schools. I know corporal punishment was removed, but I think guidance and counseling departments in our schools, we need to do much more. Teenage pregnancies. We have a big issue. I remember when you were in parliament, I was made the laughing stock that you were leading in teenage pregnancies. Apart from complaining about sugarcane issue, you were also leading in teenage pregnancies. Our chiefs, our ward administrators, our sub-chiefs, assistant chiefs, you are our grassroots leaders. Assist us. And the county commissioner, you said you cannot prosecute a minor. I can tell you for a fact that minors are also liable to be prosecuted, but in some specific court environments. So let us be able to push that. And finally, as I sit down, we have cases of mushrooming, families in our streets. I speak this like somebody who comes from Bungoma, like the constituents that hosts the county capital. Street families. We are also having this thing developing up of these lorries along Bukembe, along Kanduyi. Governor, I don't know what we are going to do, but we need to find a place to get all these lorries off the main highway. Because if you pass there around 10, 11, you will not really be very, very happy. You'll find very young kids, very young kids trying to walk around. You will find even at night, small kids, unakuta mtoto haka anabeba ndizi usiku, anaingia kwa bar. Ama haka anatembeza bado njugu kwa barabara usiku. I think let's clamp up on this. And we can talk on and on and on. But we have a greater potential which we need to exploit. Thank you so much. I wish I had more time. But we are very passionate about this matter. Regarding bursaries, we want, and I said this before, that if the county government is offering some bursaries through scholarship or a scholarship, if an MCA, for example, is awarding child A a bursary, a member of parliament now should award child B. So that we don't have child A, amepata scholarship, amekuja tena amepata kutoka kwa mjumbe, amekuja tena kwa MCA, so that we are keeping out many of these very, very, very deserving cases. And for this to happen, we need partnership and cooperation so that we share out the lists when we are doing our bursaries, so that we can be able to compare notes and see what we really can be able to do. Asanteni sana, in the interest of time, I'll have said more, like in all the very best, we are not doing our ultimate best. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable John Makali. Let me call upon Honorable Jack Wamboka from Bumola to make his remarks as well.
Thank you, my brother Dan Wanyama, who is my colleague chair. Actually, you didn't say we are just myself and you. My brother, the Vice Chair of Roads. I'm a serious stakeholder because I chair PIC, Public Investment Committee, Education and Governance. So a lot of these issues we are discussing here today are the issues that my committee has been dealing with. Your Excellency, the Governor, my good friend and brother, Ken Lusaka, County Commissioner, Deputy Governor, Honorable MPs, Honorable MCS, and particularly MCS from Bumula, who I've seen them also here. Ndugu zangu wakereketwa DCCs, principals, heads of secondary school and primary and county government, good afternoon to all of you. I'm very delighted that we can find time as a people to sit and discuss what befalls us as Bungoma County. Listening very keenly to what the results that were being read here, it is very discouraging. As a county, we are not doing very well. And something must be done and must be now